Alrighty, Final Fantasy is back on Arena. I wanted to do a little flashback draft here before it rotates out. And we've opened a Ranger Captain of Eos. It's 1 white, white for a 3/3. And when it enters, I know it's just completely unreadable. You can search your library for a creature card of mana value 1 or less, put in your hand, and you can sack this. Your opponent can't cast non-creature spells this turn. I recall this card being pretty good. Take Ranger Captain of Eos, look for some 1-drops like the Legion, the 1-mana 1/1 that can search more copies of itself. All right. Ultros is also very good, but Ranger Captain seems like a nice little first pick. Final Fantasy was a excellent limited format, and I'm really happy to get to do a flashback of it. The Street Thief, I don't think this one is all that good. There's a Pixie, 2/1 flying when it attacks Surveil 1. That one's okay. There's also Gyat, 2-mana 1/1 double strike. Whenever a dwarf or equipment control enters, discard a card to draw a card. I mean, Fat Chocobo might be the best card in here, though. Colosseum Behemoth's also pretty good, but I don't really want to draft green-white. You know, I don't draft red-white that often. Let's take Gyat. Gyat sounds kind of fun. Oh, into Freya Crescent. That's a 1-drop. Oh, and it cares about equipment, and this cares about equipment? All right, let's do it. Oh, there's a Thunder Magic here. No, I should just take Thunder Magic. It's unfortunate. Maybe Freya Crescent Wheels. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's possible. Dragoon's Wyvern is also a very good card, but I'm pretty happy taking Thunder Magic here. And next up, we've got, I don't mind a white Auracite. This card is also pretty good. The King of Figaro is also nice if you draft artifacts. So if we had first taken Machinist Arsenal, first pick Machinist Arsenal, we could have gotten there. But I think I'll just take the white Auracite. I don't really see a reason to go into a different color. I mean, Garland is pretty good. But white Auracite, I think, might be even better. Oh, and the Crystal's Chosen. This card is excellent too. 7 mana, you get 4 1/1s, then put a count on all your creatures. So it's already 8/8 worth of stats, +++1 for every other creature you have. So, and it's really nice with the white Auracite. All right, I'll take that. Though Blazing Bomb is another 1-drop. I'm going to end up with a 1-drop, don't worry. It just, we don't need it yet. Ooh, all right. Stiltskin, 1 mana 1/2 lifelink, and you give your opponent one of your permanents and you draw a card. That's a 1-drop, and it could work nicely with some of the token making kind of stuff that goes in these colors. Ash is also pretty good. A 3/2 attacks and draws a card, assuming you've got artifacts to look for. But I think I'll just take Stiltskin here. Is this a dwarf? It's a Moogle. Oh, there's Magitek Infantry. That's the card I was talking about. I forgot the name. 1 mana 1/1. You can pay 3 to search for another copy of it. And getting it 7th pick is such good news because that means no one else wants it, presumably, at the table, just about. Another Ash here, but I think Magitek Infantry. Oh, into Magitek Armor. This card is just great. 4 mana, 4/4 plus a 1/1. It has crew 1, but the 1/1 crews it, and so you end up getting a lot of stats. Excalibur, not a card I want. All right, well, white definitely is the color to be in. Red might not be the secondary color I wanted to be in. I would probably trade Thunder Magic for Dragoon's Wyvern, I guess, right now, but this is fine. I don't see a reason to move off of white. I kind of want to take Monk's Fist. This is a 2/1 that dies into a 1/1, which is a good card. But this is a 2/1 that leaves an equipment behind, and, well, actually, they both trigger Gyat. That's interesting. Ranger, I don't have any other. I guess the Stiltskin works kind of nicely with both of them. I'm going to go with the Monk's Fist. I feel like the equipment stuff matters. There's another Monk's Fist. There's also a Chocomog. I actually don't mind this. You can give this to them with Stiltskin when it has a bunch of counters on it, which is nice. And then here, Freya Crescent did come back. Okay, so taking the Monk's Fist kind of worked out because this can help cast equipment. I like where we're going here. I mean, I don't really try not to play the GF free. We got a lot of 1s, good 2s. We've got white Auracite and Thunder Magic as removal. Instant Ramen, not a big fan of in this deck. I like it in other decks. Here, another Magitek Armor and another Magitek Infantry. I'm going to take the Infantry. First of all, they both might wheel, whichever one I take, because of how late we got both of those cards. Actually, 7th and 8th pick, last pack. But more, I just want to make sure no one else takes Magitek Infantry. So I do think Magitek Armor is a slightly better card, but I really want to make sure that I'm the only person for Infantry, because getting as many of these as possible is pretty good. Passing Cecil, Bartz and Boko, Travel Underworld, Circle of Power. So there's a bunch of good cards for other colors, which I don't mind at all. Ooh, and this is money. Choco Comet is excellent. X red, red, deal X to any target, including your opponent. You can just nug them, and makes a 2/2 that gets pumped when you play a land. So Choco Comet over Snowvilliers. I would play this card as well. Paladin Arms I'd also be interested in, but I am just going to take Choco Comet. I feel like with 3 red cards I already want to play, there's just no real reason to look for another color. And then here, Adalbert Steiner. Let's do it. I'm going to have some equipment in my deck. Right now I only have 1 equipment, but we'll look for more. Passing a Palace Guard. Passing Emperor Palamisi. I do like that card. Steiner seems like the pick. Oof, white is open in every direction. This is an Adeline. The Resplendent Cathar, Hero of Light, I guess what it's called here. But 3 mana, X4 Vigilance, makes a 1/1 whenever you attack. A tapped and attacking 1/1, sure. It's also a White Mage's Staff that I would have liked, but I'm more than happy to take Adeline here. All right, this is looking nice. And then here, Grahatia, 3/5 for 5, draws a card when your things die, but I'm just going to keep taking Magitek Infantry. Magitek Infantry is just a really good card. Happy to keep taking them. Oh, a 4th? You know what? I'm willing to do so. I really even have 5 because I have Ranger Captain of Eos. Look at the curve. Turn 3, Ranger Captain, get Infantry. Turn 4, play Infantry, use it. Turn 5, use Infantry again. Army in a can. 1 card leads to 5 creatures. And here, an Absolute Virtue. This is an absolute unit, but let's see. There's attacking creatures get +2/+0. I mean, I kind of am going wide here with like Crystal's Chosen and a bunch of Magitek Infantries, but yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really care about Cloudbound Moogle. I'm not going to play Ring the Lucy. I'll take the Oron's Inspiration. It's not 0% that I would want to use that card. And then here, Triple Triad. No, not doing that. So there's Starting Town as just a dual land. There's Destroy a Permanent. Only 3 mana if it's tapped, and then there's Weapons Bender, which is a 4 mana 2/2 draw card. It lets you move weapons equipment for 1 mana. I actually think I am going to take Starting Town. I'm going to have so many playables here. Yeah, Magitek Armor is just wheeling out here, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Okay, so do I want an X3 Vigilance, X number of creatures you control, or Paladin's Arms? I think I take Paladin's Arms. I have a couple of cards that care about equipment. Dwarven Castle Guard Wheel, but I don't really care whether. Oh, White Mage's Staff. Yeah, I'm glad I took the Starting Town over. All right, Choco Mog is getting out. Probably Dwarven Castle Guard. Grahatia, maybe? Yeah, sure. I will have ample playables. I opened Vivi. Ha! What a card. I mean, it's Arena. I'm not rare drafting, but oh man, and Sin. What a pack. 2 pretty strong cards. Oh, well, Magitek Infantry. I could take Ash. How many artifacts do I have? I have 10. Maybe I take Ash, because at this point, no one's taking my Magitek Infantries. And I would play her. So, all right. I'm in for that. That sounds good. Honestly, I could be near Mono White. I guess Thunder Magic and Choco Comet are both pretty good. Oh, I was going to say Cypher. So, first of all, we're going to get to Bruise Tarl in a second. 4 mana, 3/4. When a creature attacks alone, it gets double strike. And when it hits your opponent, it lets you cast spells at your graveyard. But there's also 2 red, white, 3/3. Whenever this enters or attacks, target creature you control gets double strike and lifelink. Well, that's a lot better. All right, well, I guess I am playing red. And there's a Freya Crescent. I mean, who knows, white Orosite could wheel. I literally might be the only white drafter this entire draft, which also does make me kind of want to cut Freya Crescent and maybe Giot and just play a couple red cards that are good. Oh, there's another Giot. I'm just going to keep taking Magitek Infantries. I will just play as many of these as I can get. I don't care. I mean, maybe that one would wheel, but why risk it? Attacking creatures get +2/+0. There's also give a creature +2/+2, and if you have 3 creatures, +4/+4. That seems better. Plus, they're both going to come back, so I don't even know if I'm going to play that card. I could be Mono White. Well, I can't be Mono White. I'm going to play Bruise Tarl. I would like to play Thunder Magic, and I would like to play Choco Comet, but I could potentially be like almost all white cards and play like 3 red cards or 2 red cards, and maybe Choco Comet is not among them. I guess I'll have to see what the next 4 packs look like. All right, and then here, another Edgar. There's Light Up the Stage, Summon Esperamu. I will just take a rare. I'm not playing any of these cards. I don't think I've ever seen so many Magitek Infantries. I'm just going to play as many of them as I can get. So I'm going to have like 7 in my deck. Oh, Ambrosia Whiteheart is a great card. Bounce one of your own permanents. All right. This is wild. I have 15 creatures. I mean, I still have too many cards. Okay, there's also 3 mana 3/2 for 4 and gets an artifact from your graveyard or library with mana value 2 or less, sure. It's also a pretty good card. Yeah, the Magitek came back. 7 Magitek Infantries. Let's go. Dwarven Castle Guard can definitely get out. And let's see. White Auracite did wheel. Honestly, maybe, yeah, I'm going to take the White Auracite. I could take the red-white land, but I already have cards I can cut. White Auracite is really good. I can cut this Monk's Fist. I don't really need that. I can cut Paladin's Arms. What I think I want to do is maybe not even play the Choco Comet and maybe end up playing like Thunder Magic and Bruised Tarl as my only red cards. Yeah, because now I picked up the second White Auracite, so I have some decent removal there. Yet, unless I want Edith. No, I don't think I want that. I mean, having the starting town is nice. I could have taken the red-white tap land over the White Auracite, but I don't think I want any of these cards. I mean, I might play one Oron's Inspiration. The fact that it has Flashback means I'm not that interested in playing a second. I don't mind playing 16 lands, but it also may make more sense to just play 17 because I have all these Magitek Infantries. I really want to hit my third land drop. I'll give someone an Adventures in if that's what they're looking for. All right, let's get in there. All right, so looking at this, I can even go down to 5 mountains, I think. 11 plains. And I do think I want to play 17 lands. I don't really see a huge downside to that. Got some good ways to filter my mana. Oh, there's a You Are Not Alone. Yeah, that one I could probably cut. Steiner, Rosa Whiteheart, these are all pretty good. I still have, what, 10 artifacts? 12 artifacts? Yeah, so Ash is going to be good. My 4 drops are really strong. Okay. Yeah, this looks great to me. Let's see how this plays out. I have not drafted a deck like this in a while, in part because I haven't drafted Final Fantasy in a while, but also I've done a couple Final Fantasy drafts since the Flashback started, and this is the first time I've gone hard on Magitek Infantry. All right, time for round 1. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that's the perfect amount of Magitek Infantries to draw. You want to draw 1. Well, it's actually not that bad to draw a second one to play on turn 2, but after that, you don't really want to draw them. You just want to search them up. Oh, they have a better one drop. Saz Chocobo. That is quite the card. All right. That could be a problem. I got some removal in my deck, but Saz Chocobo on the play just grows and grows and grows. No 2-drop here is a little awkward. We'll see what they've got. Blue-green into the Gardener. All right. Send for 1. All right. It's at least a play. No attacks. And then next turn I can use Magitek Infantry or I can play Ash. Probably play Ash. We'll see what they do though. So they... Okay. Tap land, so they're like Sultai Towns. Just a pretty classic deck. No blocks. They got more stuff? Probably. Oh, well, kind of. Cactuar is not particularly great. All right, let's just play Ash here because she can attack next turn. Because this Cactuar is going to be back in their hand. They are going to get to hit me for some damage here. I could block the Cactuar, but I don't really care. So it's a 3-mana 3/3, or 1-mana 3/3 trample rather, but it bounces, the turn you attack it, it bounces back to the owner's hand at the end of turn. Saz Chocobo is what's getting me here. Next turn I can play Magitek Armor and have a decent amount of stats there as well. I mean, I could also draw a White Auracite, that could be good. Oh, the Chocobo Racecrack, that card is not very good. Actually, let's just take down the Chocobo here. They're just trading it for Ash. That's pretty good. And I even get to gain a life off that Stiltskin. All right, I don't know that was an attack they wanted to make so much, but I'm happy to take advantage of it. All right, there's another Magitek. Let's just still play Magitek Armor. Make a 1/1, hit for 3, gain 1 back, pass the turn. And then next turn, I can maybe use Stiltskin, give them a 1/1 and draw a card. Or, and you search with Magitek Infantry. Chocobo Racetrack is not a great card. I tried to use this card a lot. It really paid dividends. By the end of the format, I was just not picking it or playing it, really. I mean, it might make 2 Chocobos this game, maybe 3. That's like on the high end. They played it on turn 4 with a Gardener, but... Ooh, okay. That's a little risky. Whenever... Oh, they don't have a land? Yeah, Chocobo Racetrack. Looking great. So whenever one of their things dies, I get pinged. All right, land. That's the turn. I don't really see a reason to do much. I'm going to be spending a lot of time making Magitek Infantries here. They can attack with Cactuar, then I'll block with Magitek armor. Okay, 2/3 Death Touch Lifelink, sure. Alright, I'm gonna give them a 1/1 and draw a card. They can have a hero token. So let's go ahead and crew. And then okay. Might as well give them a tapped one. Oh, I guess I actually should have even used that first, but it's fine. And then Cactuar goes back to hand. Oh man, Cactuar plus Stiltskin is actually kind of a nice little combo. I could attack with the Magitek armor, but I feel like using it as a blocker is pretty good. And I did put one of the Mass Pump in my deck. Maybe I want a second one, because I'm about to get some more Magitek Infantries out in a second here. Still have 4 left in my deck. Which land is this? Oh, they could have played this as a mill card. Huh. They did not. Well, I guess they didn't have 6 mana. They do have 2 spells in hand, so that could be, could be problematic depending on what they do. I'm going to attack with Lock Coal. We'll block with Magitek armor, I think. Oh, maybe Adalbert Steiner doesn't need to be in the deck. Oh, interesting. All right, well, let's block the Salvagers. Okay. I mean, they get to draw a card and discard a card, but they had to kind of throw away a card to make that happen. They can discard their Cactuar now. All right. I'm happy enough with that exchange, I will say. Because the Scavengers, that's a pretty dangerous card to just be sitting in play. See what they discarded. They discarded the Earth Crystal? What's going on? That card, if the game goes long, spend 6 mana, distribute a bunch of counters, I'd have a hard time beating that. I would be scared if they played this card. Their hand must be pretty good, but it also has a Cactuar in it, which is not good, so I don't really know what's happening. Okay, oh. This is not going to work as well as they want, I don't think. All right. You know what? I've changed my mind. You can have the Magitek armor instead. It's still gonna die. It's switching sides doesn't change that. Are they gonna use another removal spell on this? Oh. Okay, so they're gonna make it so now it's gonna die, and they're gonna get to put 5 counters on one of their creatures. Sure, that's cool. That works out. It's a 7/8. All right, well, gotta find the answer for that. I have a bunch in my deck, though, if I can draw one. Got 7 mana now. Guess I'll play... I want to use the Stiltskin, so I have 5 mana left, so I guess I'll play Adalbert Steiner. Attack with these 2, and then trade 1 for the 1/1. Is it worth trading for that 1/1 token? I don't really think that's going to help me too much. All right, let's pass the turn. They have, okay, no unknowns in hand. They can attack with Lock Coal. But it's actually not going to be that bad for me. So let's go ahead and activate ability here. Block. And then Stiltskin, you can steal that. So unfortunately it doesn't kill it, it just removes it from combat. But that still, I think, is a fine deal for me. Now give a creature double strike and lifelink. All right, I'm in for that. It'd be nice not to draw land every turn, but you know. Give the Magitek infantry double strike and lifelink and attack. Happy to trade for a Cactuar. Okay. We want to use Magitek Stiltskin again. Could also take a hit from the lock coal. It's not like I lose the game if I do. Could also play the Knights and go and get a 1-drop, but I guess it's almost all my 1-drops already. So let's, I guess either way I'm going to want to play this. So I'll just play this and pass the turn. Where this enters or attacks. Okay, so I could attack with the Hugo Kupka and make it double strike if I want. Okay, some chocobos. Oh, I like this attack because now that opens the door for me to attack with Bruised Tarl. Oh, attack with the 1/1? That's not a good idea. All right, so let's go. Bruised Tarl blocks the 1/1. Trade. Trade, trade. I'm fine just doing a bunch of trades, and then I'll block and I'll give it away, I guess. Actually, hold on. No, this should block the 2/1. That's better. Okay. And then smoogle on this thing. So a bunch of stuff trades off. And I drew a land in my last Magitek infantry. It's really something. Okay, well, attack with this and give it double strike and lifelink, so they can't even really block it. I think they attacked with too many things. Okay. Play Magitek infantry. Play this, and I think I'm out of things to get. Oh no, I have one more. All right, I'll get one more. I'll play it. Pass the turn. All right, so I kind of need to draw a white Auracite, but also I don't have that many lands left in my deck. So hopefully I can find something here. Gonna attack with locked coal? They are. All right, I'm gonna continue doing the same thing. It feels like that's a pretty good deal. Oh, okay, so now next turn I can block and do that if I want. Oh, and then I do an Adeline. All right, let's go Adeline. That's going to be good with Bruised Tarl. So Bruised Tarl is a 3/3 double strike. Well, I don't have to attack with that. I can attack with these. Oh, the Magitek's... I don't have another artifact in play. That's really funny. I'll attack with this. Oh, I needed to attack with the Bruised Tarl still. I thought it was one I attacked. So yeah, so I guess I did want to attack because this could have made a good attack, but this is also fine. Okay, trade off those. Pass the turn. They didn't have a land last turn, so I guess they have a spell, at least one spell. They might have drawn a land this turn. I've got 2 white Aurasites. Actually, I do have a decent amount of lands left. Never mind. I don't have that many cards left in my deck. Okay. So does playing this do anything? You control. I can also give them a land. I think that's fine. It doesn't trigger Chocobo Race Cat Track or anything. Oh, they have a removal spell now? All right, that works, because now I get to play Ambrosia Whiteheart. I assume they're going to try to kill Adeline or Bruised Tarl or something. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. These are all really good. Let's just go with White Auracite on Lock Coal first. I could actually cast the Crystal's Chosen here, too, if I wanted to, but let's make sure this happens, because if they have a removal spell... So now even if they kill that and bring it back, it doesn't matter. All right, I'm just going to do it then. They can use their removal spell if they want. My board is pretty awesome either way. They kill Adeline or Bruised Tarl, and no, they're done. That worked pretty nicely. Stiltskin Moogle Merchant, it did some work, I'll say that. Hold on, I want to see if the Adalbert Steiner, I realized I kind of trimmed the equipment. I have, one equipment now? I just have the White Mage's Staff. So it's basically just a 2/1, which I don't think I need more of. I wonder if Choco Mog is good. The Stampede. I also wonder, maybe I just want the Choco Comet. I mean, Choco Comet is so good. So let's do that. Let's go down in white mana a little bit. And Maybe I just do that, and then that's a better late game thing. There is also Grahatia, which is interesting. I have one Oron's Inspiration. All right, I think I'll try this. All right, time for round 2. The Magitek Infantry. They march on. I'm on the play. Oh, yeah. I am maybe paying a cost by having a... Oh, actually, I should have led on Stiltskin. I didn't really think about it, but could have actually gained a life there. Not having plains instead of a mountain. Who knows if the plains I took out for a mountain was this one? You know, there's 7 mountains in the deck, so it's hard to say, but it does mean I can't cast Adeline here. Summon Brynhildr, exile the top card, so it's Thieves' Knife, so I can attack with these, and they're not going to block either one, I don't think. Oh. Going to block Stiltskin? Okay. I'm surprised, because now they can't play their 3-drop, but their Thieves' Knife, which they would have played on turn 3, but sure. Alright, into a Sahagin. That does not block Ash. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll play Adeline, even though I guess my 1/1 is just not going to die. It's just going to get blocked anyway. Oh, I'll take Magitek Armor. And then next turn I get to hit for a lot, and I have a white Auracite to clear the way. Let's see what they got. They could have like an Ice Magic or Thunder Magic here, kill Adeline, put a counter on Sahagin. But I'm too worried about that because I have white Auracite ready to roll. Auracite, yoink. Attack for 5. Pick up Magitek Infantry, which is not very unlikely. Play it, and then now if I draw a land, I have Crystal's Chosen, which kind of ends the game, and if I don't, I have Magitek Armor, or I just make 2 more Magitek Infantries. Last game we didn't get to see this because the board was well and truly stalled by the time I started making Infantries. If you play against a removal deck, or a deck like Red-Blue, Grixis, Blue-Black, any of those kinds of decks that don't have a lot of creatures, but have a lot of removal spells, you just make Magitek Infantries, and they just cannot win. It is really hard. Yeah, Sorceress's Schemes for Thunder Magic, that's not going to beat a Magitek Infantry. Fire Magic can. That card specifically is extremely strong, but they don't have it because they would have cast it to deal 2 to everything if they had it. I'm still just going to play Crystal's Chosen, though. They have another Thunder Magic. Sure, I can kill one of my things if they want. Thunder Magic does not line up well against all this. And then even if they have a sweeper here, I have Magitek Armor as follow-up, and if they don't have a sweeper, it's... Yeah, this is not going to do it. Prompto Argentum, 2/2 Haster. And they're going to use a removal spell on one of my creatures. Yeah. Ice Magic. It's gone. Let's play Magitek Armor, because then I get to use Magitek Infantry once as well. Magitek Infantry, and they have to block the infantry and go to 1. And so they're out as Fire Magic, which the Magitek Armor stops from working. Yeah, you have retrieved the Esper, and I've retrieved the dub. All right, battling Liliana here, round 3. I'm on the play. Oh, the Choco Comet may be paying off. I don't mind the double red this time, do I? Turn 1 Magitek, turn 2 Magitek, turn 3 Magitek, turn 4 Magitek Armor, not Infantry. This draft is brought to you by Magitek, I'll say that. 7 Magitek Infantries and a bunch of like bonus sheet rares, yeah. What a flashback. So they need to play a 1/3. Yeah, that's the money for them. That is going to be their best bet here. I'm going to go ahead and attack. It might seem odd, but look at it this way. I can Choco Comet, kill the Gardener. It lets me spend my mana in, I think, a pretty efficient way. And it keeps them from having a 4, and then I can play Armor into Bruised Tarl. Oh, they just didn't play anything this turn? That is nice. Now, I think I go Magitek Armor, because double striking that next turn sounds pretty great. And I get an extra point of damage off of the Magitek Infantry, so this deals 3 extra. This deals 1 extra, but then next turn it's even more. Though interestingly enough, I think I'm gonna go Bruised Tarl on the Chocobo, not the Magitek armor, because then I can also crew the Magitek armor this way. And if they want to kill my Bruised Tarl, then they can do that. And then, I mean, I don't think it's even. I guess they don't die here, but no, they do. They couldn't even do that. It was not a very good play. Not that they were going to win the game, but they just cast their Frost Intervention on turn 4 and died. So, all right, what a start. All right, back in the trenches, and yeah, this hand needs a 3rd land, but I've got a Magitek Infantry and a little Lightning Bolt, and then good 3 and 2 good 4s. Can't ask for much more. Drawing a 7 is not what I want. Alright, land please. Guess I unfortunately will have to discard Crystal's Chosen, and I'm just going to go ahead and Thunder Magic that. I know it's clean 2 for 1 on the Heck dies, but I think getting to attack in there, spending my mana, is what it is. Is what it is. They're going to kill my Ash, and then I can still use Magitek Infantry. What's kind of nice is if they play a blocker, and I could have played Hugo Kupka to make this Magitek hit for more, but now I'll play Magitek Armor, hit for 2, and next turn I have attacking for 8 with the Magitek Armor all queued up. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Let's see if I can get there. Through this. Double strike and lifelink on Magitek Armor. I might lose if they go, yeah, Heck dies into Suplex into Kuja. Mostly the Kuja, but we'll see. I did get to hit for a good amount there. I don't have Trample, though, so they get to make a 0-1 blocker at the end of every turn. I could have not used Thunder Magic. It's true. Okay. Yeah, stop that. And now they're going to kill my Hugo Kupka? Well, if that's the case, then I'm in a lot of trouble. All right. Well, they didn't kill it. Classic. All right, well, let's crew the Magitek Armor. Attack, I'll double strike itself. That way it can attack past Kuja. And I'll see what they do. Feels like they've got a removal spell here, which I don't really like. Oh, okay, that's not a removal spell. They do get to bring the Shambling Seath back at some point, but Kuja can eat Magitek Infantry, and they can chump Bruised Tarl and then take 4. So if they flip this thing, it becomes a 4/6. All right. This is actually totally beatable still if I draw a white source. Tech. Because they're at 4 and I'm at 29. They are going to get to flip Kuja, and then their wizards all deal double damage. But honestly, flipping Kuja is not even that bad for me because I have so much life, and it means they stop making wizards. So they might have wanted to chump with one of these things, actually. Unclear. Okay. Well, I don't love that. Killing Bruised Tarl's annoying. Oh, they did not bring back their Shambling Seath. I don't like that either. White source here would be really good. Magitek Armor can still do some work. Let's see. Maybe attacking with Magitek Infantry last turn was bad. I thought there was pretty likely that they were going to block with Heck dies, but I guess they did end up blocking with Kuja because they didn't want to trade for the 3/3, which makes sense if they drew a removal spell off Laughing Mad. All right, well, let's see what their last play is here. Poison the waters. Oh, well, I guess interesting. They're just going to kill everything? Huh. All right. Drawing a mountain there is, come on. Like, planes are fine, spells are fine, mountain there is tough. Creature can let me attack with Magitek armor. Now, I don't like my spot so much. I think if I had drawn a planes or a spell there, it would have been fine, and that's almost every card in the deck. I have 2 mountains left in my deck or something. All right. I hope I don't hit the reverse lottery, 2 out of 26. No, I mean, there's still a couple cards. I mean, I guess the Crystal's Chosen I can already play. They're going to get their Shambling Seath back in hand. Hit me for 3. I mean, they should attack here, but... Alright, Magitek Infantry, not really what I was hoping for so much, but you know what, that's alright. These 4 mountains are killing me here. The upside is, if I draw a Choco Comet, then, I mean, getting close to having enough to do something. They're going to kill my Magitek Infantry now, I assume. Alright, I guess not. Oof. I just draw the worst card I can possibly draw every turn. It's incredible. Alright, well, let's attack for 4 and see what we get. I do have a lot of Magitek Infantries in my deck, so I guess that is what I've signed up for. Alright. I still don't really know why they're not attacking with Kuja, but now we're getting to the point where even if I draw planes, I think I still lose here. What is nice, though, is if I draw planes, I can immediately search up another Magitek. 16. They have almost anything. I'm going to have a hard time winning. My body's ready to draw another Magitek Infantry. Okay, flip. All right. Well then, that was that's funny. That is funny. All right. On to the next. Hopefully we don't draw 5 of our 6 mountains this time. All right. Battling Fleam here. I'm on the play. This looks nice. Turn 1 Magitek. Turn 2 Starting Town. And if I draw land on turn 3, I got Adeline, I've got Magitek, and I've got some good 4s. I will say, had I not killed the Heck Dies with Thunder Magic, I certainly could have won that game. That part is on me for sure. So, always good to look at the things you could have done better. I still think drawing Mountain, Magitek Infantry over the course of 4 turns when like planes or any like active spell would have been good. I mean, Magitek isn't like nothing. It was mostly drawing the 2 mountains because it ended up basically being that I didn't draw planes and I just kept drawing copies of Magitek Infantry, which is one of the, you know, risks you take when you have 7 in your deck for sure. I mean, if I draw another one right here, then I can go 2nd Magitek attack, bolt your thing. I will play this land in case I want to cast Thunder Magic end of turn. They don't play a Sahagin, then I don't mind. Oh, they're going to suplex me or something? Oh, they have Sahagin. Well, I was hoping that it would not be that specifically. I'll play Adeline. I don't really want to trade down. That doesn't make sense. I would turn Magitek Infantry into a 1/1 if I attacked. Next turn I have Auracite, I have Delivery Moogle. There's not that many things that can kill Adeline on turn 3. It's really big. Let's see what they've got. I don't mind using either of these. Kind of nicer to use the Auracite first because then I can start tapping it for mana. But we'll see what they've got. They could have a Suplex, Thunder Magic, or Ice Magic. None of that does anything quite yet. Let's go Magitek Armor. They could have Syncopate here. They could just be using Ice Magic on the Adeline to bounce it. I'd be okay with that. If they're going to do that. That doesn't bother me. Because they're just down a card now. Oh, and they have a Thunder Magic in hand? Well, it's a little confusing. Do they really have Thunder Magic and they... Oh, I know why they didn't want to kill Magitek Infantry. They want to keep Thunder Magic for when Adeline comes back down, probably. Okay. That's worth noting. We have 4 mana now. If they pass with 4 mana up, I'll probably start by crewing Magitek Armor and attacking. And if they Thunder Magic it, then great. They've killed my Magitek Armor. It left behind a 1/1. And And, you know, I can play something. Okay, they're just retrieving the Esper. Attack for 2? Well, that stops them from double blocking. The white Aura Sight. Get the Sahagin. It's crew. We got a talker over here. Let's attack. I could have gotten their token, but there's not that many ways to kill this. I mean, there's suplex. That's the most common one, of course. If they suplex the Aura Sight, then that's not the end of the world. And my concern is if, let's say I kill their 3-3, and then the next turn they just play another spell, now their Sahagin's a 3-5, and I can't kill a Thunder Magic. That seems pretty bad. Plus, if they kill the Aura Sight and get this back, it's still just a 1-3, so it's not the end of the world there either. Combat tutorial. All right. Got a 4-4. I think it's time for Adeline. I'm going to crew the Magitek armor. Response. No. Crew the armor using the Adeline. And now I'm just going to attack because I get a 1/1 token. They can block the Magitek armor. They can also block the Magitek infantry, which I honestly wouldn't mind that much. They still have Thunder Magic in hand, I assume. If they block Magitek infantry, then I get to go shock their thing post-combat, play another one. If they block like this, then I just pass. Okay, they're going to draw a card, sure. I'm going to take 4 here. Those trade off. Play White Mage's Staff. And now if they spend their turn using Thunder Magic on Adeline, I get to still hit them for 6 down to 5 and play a bunch of stuff. I guess they have 6 mana. They could maybe play 2 things. They could also flashback the Esper as a 5/5. Don't think that's going to work out great for them if they do that, though. Because then they just have to trade for Adeline, and I still get to make a token, too. All right, well, things are going pretty well. Adeline has caused my opponent no end of problems. They had to use Ice Magic to bounce it. It's made a 1/1. It's planning on doing more. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Pixie. Oh, they didn't even have an answer for Adeline? Okay. So I want to keep up Thunder Magic for when they double block Adeline, which means I have 5 mana to spend otherwise, which means I can Moogle. Search my library. Oh, it's only artifacts. I thought I could get the Stilt Skin, but play another one of these. It kind of doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to block Adeline. I'd be surprised if they didn't double block Adeline here. I guess they can block it, chump Adeline and block one of the 1/1s. I'm okay with that. Then I just keep Thunder Magic in hand. Yeah. Take 1. I agree with that. Good game indeed. Even Fire Magic doesn't save them. Kills everything but Adeline, and then Adeline kills them. So, Adeline, good card. Oh, the Great Sage. Not as great as my Hero of Light. All right, battling Jace here at the great city of Ba Sing Se. On the draw, oh, 1-2-3, 1-2-3 punch. Take those. I also like that I have so many Magitek infantries that I don't care if the first one dies, or the second one dies, or the third one dies. I'll eventually start searching out some friends. White Mage's Staff into Adeline. If they don't have a 2-drop, they're in trouble, is how I view it. I mean, if they have a removal spell here, they can kill my Magitek infantry. I would allow it. Looks like they do have something. So it's not just easy, smooth seas here, but I think that we're still going to be in pretty good shape. If their play here is to land cycle, for example, ooh, then I feel like we're, oh, nothing. Huh. There are some cards where that would be the play, but and then they play it. This is their first play as an Ifrit. All right, well, I'm gonna play Adeline. They're gonna get to block the 1/1 token, and I'm gonna get to hit them for some damage. I mean, I need to stop drawing lands, but other than that, you know what the good news is? Magitek Infantry is pretty good at dealing with Flood here. I mean, you got to block the 1/1 here. You could block Magitek Infantry. That wouldn't be crazy if you were worried about me searching out more of them. But I don't really see the argument for blocking the White Mage's Staff, the hero token. And certainly there's no argument for not blocking here. You got to block the 1/1 if you're gonna block, if you don't want to block the Magitek Infantry. Without knowing their hand, most of the time, if I were them, I'd be inclined to block the 1/1 because you also get to use Chapter 2 of the Saga if you don't block with it. But they're going into the tank. If they don't have a good answer for Magitek Infantry and they think it'll be a problem, then blocking there makes total sense also. But they have 4 moves. Block one of those 3 or block nothing. Block nothing makes no sense. Blocking White Mage's Staff would surprise me if it made sense. All right. This is actually not surprising. My opponent, took 2.5 minutes or whatever. Probably less than that. I'm exaggerating because it feels like a long time when they're just sitting there doing nothing. To come out with what I think is probably the 80% of the time block or something like that. Maybe higher. If they don't have an answer for Adeline, I like my spot, obviously. That's always good. If they do, still pretty good shape, I would imagine. Right into a Namazu Trader. So they make a treasure token. And if they're discarding another... No, they didn't discard anything. So they presumably don't have lands left and they like their spells. I've got lands left. No doubt there. Be a 4/4. 5/4 be a 6/4. Okay, so they have to, if they want to kill Adeline, they have to block, double block. I'm just gonna play another Magitek Infantry, and I think I'm gonna attack with everything here. It seems like that's a pretty reasonable setup. It's not like the Ifrit's going away too soon, and they double block. I get to kill both their creatures, and they take 5. If the Ifrit could block the 1/1, and the Namazu Trader could eat either of the other creatures, but then they would take a bunch of damage. So, okay, I guess I don't have a reason not to do this because it does an extra damage. All right. For me, they keep their Namazu Trader. I keep my Adeline. I've got a lot of stuff. I mean, we'll see what their play is. Ultima, so they have a 4/4, so that's going to attempt to trade for Adeline. Well, that's actually not how that's going to go down. I could just draw this thing every turn. If I equip, they can't double block Adeline anymore. All right. But they have to single block it. I mean, if they have a spell in hand, they have a spell in hand. Not that many spells to do something here. So they don't have enough life to double block. Because if they double block Adeline, they just take 6 and go to 0. If they now have to chump Adeline and eat a 2/1. I mean, I guess if they have Thunder Magic here, they end up trading. But if that's the case, why are you blocking with Ultima? Maybe they have, like, is there a +1? Oh. Oh, Coral Sword. Jeez, okay. That's a beating. Coral Sword is very strong here. All right, they're at 2. I guess I will have to draw a spell at some point. They're at 2, facing down these. If they can't kill Magitek Infantry, I'm going to get 2 more on my next turn. But we'll see. Coral Sword, huh? Yeah, that got me pretty good. See what they've got. They've got 3 cards in hand. They could attack with this and put a blight counter on something. That doesn't seem like it's going to do too much. I imagine that they're going to play a little more defensively here. Phantom Train. That doesn't help too much, but they do get to sack Coral Sword to make a token, or to make this big, so. This is getting starting to get impressive. Let's just pass the turn. So yeah, my opening hand is Magitek Infantry, White Mage's Staff, Adeline, second Magitek. I don't think I've actually drawn a spell yet. I searched up one Magitek. I think there was 2 in my opening hand. I'd have to go back and look. So if that's the case, if there's 2 in my opening hand, that means I've drawn 6 land in a row. But if not, I've drawn 5 land in a Magitek. Okay. I actually think we're still winning, so I'm not really complaining. I'm just a little astounded that I've yet to see a spell. I mean, currently I'm going to have 5 creatures in play. They don't know that either. They don't know. I mean, I've already gone through 3 Magiteks. If I were them, I'd be like, maybe they have a 4th. They probably don't have a 5th, but why didn't they equip White Mage's Staff? Well, the answer to that is... Okay. And I actually played my planes on purpose so that they would be a little more tempted to blight my mountain. Though it doesn't actually matter because I have another mountain in hand. Because I wanted them to attack with Ultima here. Bro, so they're just dead now? I have 3 blockers. This is a little bit aggressive. I could have even done it before using Magitek's, but I guess technically I should have done it in case they milled all 3 Magitek's. Okay. I think they're dead now. They have 3 blockers, and I mean, but I guess, wow, I still didn't draw a land. That's great. That's really great. Let's equip that. Not that it matters. They have 3 blockers. They block the 3 Magitek's. They go to -1. And I gain a life. None of these have like a lifelink or anything. All right. Good game. So they're banking that I didn't have the 5th Magitek. So I had 1 less. Yeah, they would go to 1. All right. Well, who needs spells? Not me. Not when you've got Magitek Infantry. Let's go. All right. 5 and 1. And the only one we lost, we got unlucky. So, all right. I think we're gonna rank up pretty soon here. That's my assumption. Let's see. Let's go. All right. So, I've liked playing the Choco Comet. Maybe I did lose the 1 game I lost because I had an extra mountain. Hard to say if it was that mountain, you know. But I also won a game where I cast Choco Comet. It was pretty good. So. Who knows? And I like 17 land despite sometimes getting flooded just because when you got a bunch of Magitek, it's good mana sink. All right. Battling Xander, I think. I'm on the play. All right. Turn 1 Magitek. Turn 2, I think I'm just going to play another Magitek because it lets me attack for an extra 1 here. Playing this, yes, it's a 3/2, but it's got a pretty useful ability, so I think I'll just chill. Oh. Scorpion Sentinel. All right, well, you know what? We're going to start assembling some Magitek's and we'll see. That was a good turn 2 play. That was one of the better cards in the format they could play on 2 because it stops my army. Okay, staff. Let's go. Planes. Pass. Let's see. I want the +2/+0 Oron's Charge or whatever it is. The card I think I literally never played in the format. All right, and they're stuck on lands. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine trading, I think. Because they get a life when they attack with that thing. So do this. Because if I draw a mountain... all right, well, I'm just going to attack and then bounce the one they block with that. Ambrosia Whiteheart. What's this? Trade, take 2. I'll keep it in hand because I can just go get another Magitek Infantry. So they drew a lands. So now I need to draw either mountains or spells. All right, which so far I have not done a great job of. All right, planes, let's go. Ash Princess. Play Ash. Pass the turn. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 left. Okay. So they revealed these 5. They're going to put Lionheart in hand and put one on the bottom. Put that on the bottom. Put island on the bottom. Sure, whatever. All right, they cast their draw spell. Do this. Draw. Ugh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Yeah. A land there would have been real nice. It would have been very nice. Or a mountain, rather, not a plant. Okay. Tech armor. Pass the turn. I still have a Magitek to go get. Funnily enough. Because if I had drawn a mountain and gotten to Thunder Magic, I could have, I think, attacked with everything and would have been in pretty good shape. Kill that. Attack with everything. They block a Magitek. They take 10. Yeah, mountain would have been good. Plains, really not good. If I draw Crystal's Chosen, that's something. I only have 2 plains left in my deck. Yeah, I feel like this deck, despite itself, is actually like drawing pretty badly, but is such a good deck intrinsically that it's still surviving. Oh, you know, this is actually not so bad for me because I've got 2 white Orosites myself, so if I can eat theirs, you can't be equipping the staff, really. All right. I'm surprised that that's the best play with that many cards in hand. Okay. Now I drew the mountain, but I guess I do have enough mana, so let's just do it. Oh, wait, no, I don't have enough mana. I'm 1 short. Yeah, I'm just going to still attack with everything here. Take a 9. Thunder Magic, I can just deal 2. Play another Magitek Infantry. And pass the turn. I wish I had more Magiteks to get. This is the first game where I've gotten every single one out, I think. Except for, no, I think the first game that I played against Sultai maybe did as well. This is the one where I certainly got them out and not really done anything else. Wow. If I had not had Magitek Infantry, then I would have been losing this game so badly. Flooded out insanely here. All right. Magitek Infantry beat their whole deck. That's all I did, is just cast a bunch of Magitek Infantries. That's what this deck is. And when you have 7 of them, oh, and we leveled up. Let's go. All right. We're in Diamond 4. Let's see if we can close this out strong. This is one of the funnier decks I've ever drafted in this format. And I'm enjoying it. Let me know if you like the flashback drafts, though. I think by the time this goes up, I don't know how much longer this format's around for. Right. Battling some lizards here. I'm on the play. Ooh. I have drawn Adeline a lot. It's a good card to draw. And I mean, but my deck has Adeline and Bruce Tarl. It's got some good ones. And Knight Captain of Eos, which I actually haven't drawn so much. I think I just drew the 1 game. All right. Get into Magitek. Let's see what they got on 2. Oh, a 2-1? Okay, so... And I have the other Magitek. Perfect. I was going to wonder, should I attack with Magitek? Offered a trade here, but I would have attacked anyway because, first of all, it's a trade and it gets me a 1-1 off Adeline. Now I think they're in a world of pain. I mean, there's just not much that can go toe-to-toe with Adeline on turn 3, and then even later, it's still a very good card, but part of it is just the 4 toughness on turn 3. Like, there's not that many things that can deal with it. Bashing? Okay. They can't even destroy target tap permanent because there's vigilance. What are they going to do? This is the kind of game sometimes where your opponent just plays a Psychic Frog on turn 2 and you're just like, all right, I guess I lose. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they've got something here, but oh, they do. They have Chocobo Kick. They did have to return a land, though, so could be a lot worse. Orosite makes this bigger. I think what actually I'm going to do is I'm just going to go Magitek, pump my Magitek, attack for 3, go get another Magitek, and then I can Orosite their next play. They did have to go down a land to Chocobo Kick there, so that's pretty good. Adeline was just going to kill them if not, but they had to daze my Adeline, and it worked out. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. And now land or spell, both fine. I'm going to play the Orosite so I can get their Snowvilliers off the board. Attack. They have to trade for a Magitek now. They go to 9. Magitek Infantry is a really good card. I'm so glad I have 7 of them. And next turn, if I draw a land, I can use Magitek twice or play Knights plus Magitek plus use Magitek. I mean, there's a lot I can do. Oh, that's pretty good. They're going to bounce their lance and then replay it. Okay. Let's see what I draw here. Magitek armor. Warsight doesn't let me open the door to casting that much. Delivery Moogle. I think I kind of want to go Moogle. Search my library. Oh, actually, I should have searched my graveyard. I don't think it's going to come up necessarily, but I would much rather have one more in my deck, given how often I'm going to search. I don't think we're going to run out of them, but it was better to do it that way. Into Grahatia. All right, well, that's a good one to hit with the white Auracite. Here, actually, I wouldn't mind drawing a land. Though if I draw a spell and it's a good one, I'll be pretty happy too. Wouldn't exactly what I had in mind, but let's get Grahatia off the board. Attack with these. I could attack with the token, but then they'll just block with their 2/2. I don't think that's really productive for me. Play another Magitek Infantry. I bet my opponents keep thinking like, surely they can't have more, and then there's always more. There's always money in the Magitek Infantry stand, you know. All right, let's see. They got to answer 2 things, and then they go to 1, and I still get to just play all my stuff. Next turn, I have 6 mana, so if I draw a land, I can play these 2, or I can use Magitek. Honestly, we're getting to the point where I might upkeep Sack Ranger Captain to stop them from casting like an Ultima or something. But let's see. Fate of the Suncrist. Kill that and then die. All right. Well, that'll do it, won't it? So, I mean, I think that's 7/1, right? Yep, 7/1. All right. I mean, look at this deck. 7 Magitek Infantries. It's got Ranger Captain of Eos, Adeline, and Bruce Tarl from the bonus sheet. All incredible. Double white Auracite, double Magitek armor. The Moogle's good. Choco Comet. A little rough because I did lose a game for having an extra mountain instead of a plains. Well, potentially. The drawing mountain over plains definitely lost me the game. It might not have been the one that I swapped out. And then Ambrosia, Whiteheart, White Mage's Staff. Oron's Inspiration. I was kind of hoping to get to use this. Maybe I should have put in another one. I don't know. Ash was good. This was just an incredible deck. Stiltskin won me again the game against Sultai for sure. All right. Well, that'll do it for this Final Fantasy Flashback draft. We kind of crushed here. And you know what? I don't think it gets a whole lot better than this. So thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you watching as I got 7 Magitek Infantries. I'll be back. Some more magic tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.